Loom, what's happening?
Man, what's the drill?
RMC, OKB Productions, Preach Behind the Lens, Highway Money Man Behind the Lens. Yeah, so it's good to see you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you gave us this opportunity to tap in with you,
Yes,
to let
sir.
the fans, kind of hear what Key Loom been up to. A lot of questions that I've been, wanting to ask you. Let's start from the beginning. How'd you first get into music?
Man, I've been into music since I was a kid. Like, I'm talking about we go back to the karaoke machine, recording on motherfucking karaoke tapes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was a kid, always fucking with the shit, and that just always been my passion. Since I could remember, I wasn't really into TV. I wanted to hear the sounds. You know what I'm saying? But yep, I've been really doing music since I was a kid though. Actually putting records out since we was young in the hood and shit. Out of my city, me and my homeboys were really the ones, you know what I'm saying, putting the music out. Shout out to my nigga Young Gun, man. My childhood homeboy and shit. He the one first really got me into it, like really recording music, you know what I'm saying? But all my homeboys and shit was into it. We had a group, PBK, you know what I'm saying? And we just been at it. And they've been doing music since I was a kid. All of us was, though, you feel me? You know what I mean? I don't want to incriminate myself, but
So what area you from?
I'm born and raised in Salinas, California. You know what I'm saying? The Salad Bowl, Central Coast, Monterey Bay, whatever you want to call it, Salinas Valley, you know what I'm saying? But, I've been on the road. I've been in Sacramento damn near 20 years, though. But, I'm always back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I be on the road, man, you know what I mean? Chasing these dreams and shit.
So you up here in the Northwest, so tell us about your connections to the Northwest.
It's deep. It's before music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been coming up here since I was a teenager, you know what I mean? Came up here on some street shit. I ain't had no family or nothing like that. I just, you know what I mean? In the streets, you know what I'm saying? Came up here with one of my big homies and shit. And it been on ever since. Like, the connection I never detached, you know what I'm saying? Actually, been through a lot of shit up here, you know what I'm saying? I've been coming back and forth up here about 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And I just got a real connection with the homies out here, you know what I mean? We got a lot of history and shit, so, you know what I'm saying? One of my close, he was like a brother to me, my nigga Lil Spoon, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Got killed out here, and I just always stayed connected to his family, you know what I'm saying? And the homies, you know what I'm saying? We all basically all been like family and shit. Since a nigga was young, you know what I mean? We was running the streets together. I was out here as a teenager in the streets with gang members, you feel me? Which basically been my family my whole life. Crips, you feel me? So yeah, you know what I mean? My connection to the Northwest is a little deeper than, motherfuckers knowing shit, you know what I'm saying? But, this like another home to me. Seattle, you know what I'm saying? I'm fresh to Tacoma, but I've always had a connection to Tacoma too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All that, family shit, street shit. You know what I mean?
So coming up, like, if you can name us your top 5 artists that influenced you when you was coming up in the music.
Off top, Sibo. The bald head nut. You know what I'm saying? I can't leave out Brother Lynch. You know what I mean? X-rated. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, in my area, and you know what I'm saying, my genre of shit that was going on, that was like our soundtrack to growing up, you know what I'm saying? Them top three right there, you know what I mean? But like Pac for sure. Pac for sure. I'm from that era. Pac will make you laugh, wanna fuck a bitch, and make you cry all in one album. You know what I'm saying? That make you bust a nigga shit. But yeah, Pac, so that's 4. Man, I got more than 5, you know what I'm saying? Spice 1, motherfucking MC8, you know what I'm saying? You know, all the legendary West Coast shit, you know what I mean? But like, you know, as long as Nipsey been out, yeah, Nipsey Hussle really been an inspiration to me because, you know, aside from the street shit, he just dropped a lot of jewels, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I commend that brother for that. He kind of opened my eyes to kind of make a transition in life, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know how powerful music is, you know what I'm saying? Because music could give a motherfucker a vibe, man. You know, you turn on some certain shit, you might be on some certain shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Nipsey was real inspirational to me when he came out. He came out later on, you know, he only been out a few years, but, you know, he was inspirational. He made a lot of shit happen and inspired me to want to, you know what I'm saying, take it a step further. You know what I mean?
Are there any current artists that you would like to work with currently in music?
I ain't got a chance to work with Nipsey. Everybody always be like, you and Nipsey need to do something. You need to go get with Nipsey. Go, you know what I mean? I want to fuck with Nip. Yellow Beezy. He hard. I've been on him lately. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Who I've been on. Man, it's a lot of new talent I want to fuck with. A lot of the new generation that's coming out is dope to me. Everybody had their complaints. I mean, I ain't doing the rainbow heads and none of that shit. None of the weirdo shit, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of dope artists, man, coming out. You know what I mean? But for the most part, Nip, though. Nip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a whole lot, bro. I can't even really, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
I did some music with Jack, you know what I'm saying? But I wish I would have been able to really work with him when he was alive, you know what I'm saying? I ended up doing a couple songs with him after he passed, you know what I mean? But Jack, I wish was still here so I could really work with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rest in power to the Jack.
Yeah, straight up.
Sure.
Oh, I can't forget, man. It's a lot of my Midwest cats I want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Rich the Factor for sure.
Legend.
Rich the Factor for sure. Yeah, I gotta give it up to Rich. Rich music got me through a lot of shit, man. For real.
Y'all got any music together?
No, I'm on projects that he's on. Like we both on certain projects, but I ain't got a chance to work with him. I've been around him quite a few times, but just ain't never got around to it. But yeah, Rich, for sure that. And Pacino, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, a couple, you know, I like Shotty Boy, P3, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit out the Midwest for sure.
Dope.
You know, like that's a big market for me. I keep my ear tuned in too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's a lot going on in hip hop in our region.
A lot going on in the world, period.
Right.
Shit, you feel me?
You know a lot, now I gotta raise some questions that a lot of the fans been begging to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these questions that I'm about to ask you pertaining to hip hop are generated by the fans. And so, Number one, the fans know that you got music with Sally Rue out of the Mozzie camp.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your relationship is to Shelly Rue?
That's my nigga. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like it, but I don't give a fuck. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga always been respectful with me. I always been respectful with him. You know, we kind of connected through like family members. You know what I'm saying? It really would, you know, the way we hooked up wasn't really on no, you know what I mean, no negative type shit. We hooked up through a mutual, like a family member, you know what I'm saying? So we just started rocking and doing music and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga. I fuck with him, you know what I mean?
Do you guys got any up and coming music coming out together?
Yeah, I just talked to my boy yesterday, and I ain't been able to, I ain't hollered at him in a minute. But yeah, you know what I mean? Shit. We been rocking, so shit, I ain't, you know.
So in regards to that, you know, as I said earlier, there's a lot going on on this side, you know, and so have you heard about the recent falling out between Mozzie and Filthy Rich?
Yeah, of course.
What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I hope whatever it is, man, them brothers can get it together, man, because they was dropping some dope, you know what I mean? And, you know, musically, man, they had some shit going on. I don't know what the ins and outs of that is, you know what I mean? That ain't really none of my business. I got my own politics going on. So, you know, I salute both them brothers for whatever they got going on. I wish them all the success, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, it don't turn into nothing too deep, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
You think it could ever be possible for Mozzie, Filthy Rich, Messy Marv, and Lavish D to do music together? Be on a song together? Or do you think the politics is too thick?
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man, you know. And, you know, motherfuckers grow up, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you'll never know. You know what I mean? You know, it gotta be a point in life where, man, you might be able to look past the bullshit, and some shit you just can't look past. So I don't know about that one, but hey, if Filthy Rich and Lavish patched it up, shit, I guess anything's possible. You feel me? I don't know though, man. That's them, man. I hope they work it out. You know what I'm saying?
Ultimately,
that's you know what I mean. I'm not really in a point in my life where I'm on no negative shit. You know what I mean? I lived that my whole life. So I really ain't, you know, I ain't on that shit. Unless a motherfucker on that shit with me, you on that shit with me. I ain't no stranger to danger. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, I hope whatever they got going, they work it out and keep dropping that dope, you know what I mean, and get that bag. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could say about that situation, you know what I mean?
Do you feel that, especially because there's even more conflict between Jay Diggs and Messy Marv, they got kind of going back and forth now on social media too. Do you think that the conflict between all these artists from the West Coast sets us back?
Man, I don't be knowing what's going on, man. I feel like if you pulling out a camera recording some shit like that, man, I feel like that might be a publicity stunt. I don't know. They say controversy sells. Shit, they might be all in cahoots with the bullshit. Trying to get a bag, you feel me? It got everybody's attention.
Right.
I mean, you know, I don't know though. I don't know what them brothers going through, you know. I wouldn't have did no shit like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, motherfucker pulled up in my neighborhood with that bullshit in front of kids and shit. That's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You doing all that in front of some babies. You know what I mean? And all that old shit. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, I thought motherfuckers was grown. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that ain't none of my business neither. You feel me? You mind your own, you live long. You feel me?
That part.
Man, I got my own issues. It might be a motherfucker hopping out in my front yard I gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, whatever they got going on, you know.
Okay.
That ain't really my issue, so that's all I could say. I could have an opinion. You know, I thought it was kind of childish, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Shit, I feel like Diggs got a legitimate gripe, you know what I'm saying? he got a legitimate issue. You know what I'm saying? But to each their own, man. You know.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully don't, it don't escalate to nobody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't play with guns and kids and shit like that. You know what I mean?
All right. Salute to J Diggs, Messy Mar, Filthy Rich, and Mozzie, by the way. You got any up and coming projects coming out?
Yeah. We about to drop. I got a group project with my boy Fat Cow, one of my Asian partners and shit. That my boy E dropping on Diamond Life Music Group. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that project coming. I got Candlelight Visuals coming. And I got a project coming called My Mama's Prayers. You know what I'm saying? I got that coming. Yeah, I got shit coming, man. I'm back to back with it. It ain't gonna stop.
Tell us about your connections with T Netty and the Nut Factor.
Man, we go back. You know what I'm saying? We go back, man, years and years back. A lot of history, man. I really kind of came up under that umbrella, you feel me? You know, ever since I moved from my neighborhood to Sacramento, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, you know, I've been rocking with T-Nut for a long time right now. You know, we kind of went our separate ways and shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was a big part of my career, you know what I mean? We actually met on a tour. We was on tour with Too Short or something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's when I met him. Then, you know, we start fucking around. He start coming to my neighborhood, and you know, we kind of had a street connection. You know, niggas back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we end up being like brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was rocking with him ever since then. You know what I mean? But, you know, now I got this Loom Squad shit cracking. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm on now. You know what I mean? Kind of got my own movement going on. So I just been pushing that. You know what I mean? Trying to make this shit flourish. You know what I mean?
How can the fans get in contact with you?
Everything Key Loom, man. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchats, all the shit, man. Key Loom. It's simple. Key space LOOM. Key Loom.
If anybody want to holler at you for a feature, verse, video, or to book you, how can they contact you?
Shit. Tap in that DM, man. Till further notice. You feel me? Management coming soon. So in a minute, man, y'all gonna have to holler at the managers and shit. Right now, you hit me on the DM, man. I'm sliding up. You feel me? I'm trying to come check that chicken, baby. You feel? Don't come empty-handed. Not for free. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Well, we just want to thank you, you know, for allowing us this opportunity to speak with you. To allow the fans to know a lot more about Key Loom, what he got coming out, how to contact you. Any final words?
Man, Loom Squad. You know what I'm saying? The movement, man. We pressing, pushing, man, off top. You know what I mean? We coming.